Hi everybody, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. Trent is my agent.com. Boy, a nice fall for a change this afternoon. Temperatures rising well above freezing over most of the forecast area, and it's going to continue to gradually turn warmer. Now, the warmest weather that will truly feel like it is March will tend to be after Valentine's Day, closer to like the 19th, 18th, 20th, 21st, 23rd of February sort of thing. And during that time, we could get some near record warmth in here. The records are generally about 67 to 69 degrees. We're going to be awfully close to that, and some really warm nights too. So those daffodils, crocuses will be popping, and the silver maples should start to bud a little bit as well. Also increasing rainfall with that. Multiple rounds of rain that'll soak in, and the rainfall coverage gradually increasing, and the potential overall just gradually increasing as we get closer to Valentine's Day, but especially after Valentine's Day. Some ice jams on area creeks and streams as well. And then we watched the two waves of much colder air coming in very late February into early March, and still I think some late season hits of snow and ice are in this forecast. Today, these are high and mid-level clouds streaming in, dimming that sun away, so it's partly to mostly cloudy. This is a little weaker storm system that is approaching. You can see the cloudiness around on these NDOT cams. This is I-65 and the 231-24 exit at Remington, and there's the 41 exit at Thorntown Sheridan. Notice how there is more snow the farther south you go, because there was more accumulation in the last storm. So more snow cover here near Thorntown and Sheridan, a little less up towards Remington. But bottom line is, it is melting away with time. 36 Frankfort, 41 at Attica for a nice melting day, 42 Covington, 40 Kentland, 36 at Peru, and 36 at Logansport. So tonight, kind of a mostly cloudy night. Tomorrow's generally a mostly cloudy day. Overall, there will be a couple little isolated showers that occur with a cold front late morning to about midday, and this goes from now to Wednesday evening. You can see the front right there, just a couple isolated showers. The bigger rains staying south of our area and kind of getting hung up down here on Wednesday. Wednesday, a partly cloudy day and just a little bit cooler with winds picking up a little bit from the northwest. Then we look at Thursday right to February the 25th. Now, I think there could be a couple showers at the end of the week, and I do think some of these showers could impact us perhaps late in the weekend, maybe a little bit Saturday, but late weekend into Monday, and then multiple storm systems come through after that. You can see one there. Here's another one, and they all have warm air coming up from the southwest. Really, three main storm systems to February the 25th. Each one pulls the warmth in, could bring even a couple thunderstorms to the area. And yes, indeed, the severe weather risk, I think we may have at least one of those systems produce a marginal risk of severe weather for our area. In terms of rainfall, still looks like a lot of the areas near 2 inches of rain, maybe a hair more than that total from February 12th through the 25th. So over that 2-week time frame, some pretty good rain here. Now this band of 4, 4.5, 5 inch, 3.5 inch rains, I don't think it's going to be Terre Haute, Bloomington, I-70 per se. I think it's going to be near the Ohio River from Paducah to Louisville. That's where the heaviest rain should follow. But certainly for us, we can take that kind of rainfall. There'll be some ponding in fields, but this above normal rainfall will seep into that soil. We've had deep freezing into the ground, and as that thaw occurs, we're going to break that ground open, rain into it, and percolate that water deep into our subsoils, which we need right now. And I do think on the scale of 1 to 5 for severe, I do think we'll get marginal eventually. Now that's probably going to be near the 20th or so of February, but it's eventually going to get in here. The conditions support that. This is the mid-February storm system. You can see the risk of concentrated severe weather is in this blue zone. Then there is a migration northward in late February, like around that 20 to 25th time frame. So again, the better, the slight and the enhanced risk sort of thing. The 2s out of 3, 2 and 3s out of 5 on the scale. That's more down here, but I think that marginal risk, wouldn't surprise me one bit if we have a day of that. And the tornado risk in mid-February, southern Kentucky down to Mississippi, and some migration of that northward towards Indiana late in February. And then we turn sharply colder after that, but it's warmth. It's pinks, reds, and oranges, temperatures way above normal, especially well after Valentine's Day. But look what's looming here. There's a lot of really cold air coming in from the northwest, and that will bring our much colder weather very late February to early March, with 2 main rounds of cold and the risk of getting snow and ice. A couple storm systems may bring snow and ice with the above normal precipitation across our area. And I think that above normal precipitation trend, though it may end briefly in mid-March with a sudden major warm-up to 70s, I think late March will feature colder weather and above normal precip then as well to kind of catch up. After we, a lot of the areas got multiple inches below normal rainfall since late summer and fall. Now tonight we're in the 27 to 32 range. Tomorrow, after that 29 Greater Lafayette anyway in the morning, we've got highs 42 to 51. 42 Rochester, but 50 Cayuga. You head down towards Montezuma, about 51. 48 Pine Village, 47 Lafayette, 45 Flora, 46 Delphi. You get up to Chalmers and Remington, mid-40s. Mid-40s Frankfort, and mid-40s down towards Advance, and upper 40s at Crawfordsville. Winds turning to the northwest as the cold front comes through and picking up. Maybe just a couple isolated showers, and that would be about it. Wednesday, a little cooler, pretty brisk northwest wind at times. 40 for the high after 27 in the morning with a partly cloudy sky. But highs vary from the 35 at Rochester to down there in Vermilion Park counties. We could get to 44 for highs. 40 Lafayette, 41 Fowler, about 40 degrees at Delphi. Your 10-day, so 40 Thursday, partly cloudy. We are partly to mostly cloudy with nothing more than an isolated shower Friday. Couple isolated showers Saturday. Saturday's looking dry for Valentine's Day, but a good amount of cloudiness around, 45. Some showers developing Sunday, 48. 50s on Monday with a scattering of showers, even a rumble or two of thunder. 40s, 50s, 50s. That's a good-looking forecast, but more rain coming in late next week. And beyond that point, additional rain, a few storms, and eventually, yes, indeed, we will get into the 60s.